Tell me about the intervention of the Bank of Industry. How and when did it start?
I must be grateful to the Bank of Industry. And I must be grateful particularly to the personnel that interfaces between me and the Bank of Industry. And that is Mohammed Ladekwo. His encouragement and his advice has been of immense help to me. I came into contact with Bank of Industry after I attended a program which one of the resource persons came from Bank of Industry. Actually, I wanted to go into hiring of equipment. And the director advised me to arrange a loan with Bank of Industry, that would be cheaper for me. Though it took time, because the equipment they procured for me was imported from abroad. It was not something we bought off the shelf. It took time, but it worked out eventually. The Bank of Industry, I tell you, got me the biggest machine you find here, the multi-layer, which I use to make bigger jobs because he has the capacity. He does about 3.5 tons in a day. It is a multi-layer extruder. It's a multi-layer extruder from Cabra, India. From Cabra, India. And it was financed by Bank of Industry. Equally, the Caterpillar generator you find working now, that is 365 kVA, was financed equally by the Bank of Industry, though I have other smaller generators. But the much more I will ask from Bank of Industry is like a technical assistance. The machine I have, I'm not having enough patronage for it. I do not know how they could assist me to link me up with people who can give me better patronage on the multi-layer they help to procure for me. But in the main, Bank of Industry has done a great deal. You discover that their interest rate is as low as anything, about 10%. And we have tried to keep up to the pace of their requirement from us, and that is why they consider me in there to them. I am grateful to the Bank of Industry.
It would really be good to know what exact impact has that intervention by the Bank of Industry had on your business?
Certainly, there is an improvement. Certainly, because of the size of the machine I have today, there are jobs we were not able to do before, which we are now doing. Today, we will do pure water rows. Today, we'll do some bigger jobs, wider jobs for the packaging concerns of various customers of ours. Today, we could do shrink wraps. Before, we were not doing shrink wraps. So, the machine I have, sponsored by Bank of Industry, is like a multi-purpose machine. You know, it's a semi-automatic, brand new multi-layer machine that could adjust to any kind of job in the packaging industry that is polyethylene based, could adjust to it. So I'm grateful to the Bank of Industry, and I think we are not failing them too in their expectation of us. The Bank of Industry sponsored the purchase of one of my generators, which is the biggest generator I have here, and that generator was about 11.5 million. The Bank of Industry too was involved in procuring the multi-layer that I have here, the machine that has been able to help me adjust to the challenges my customers pose on me in doing some jobs for them. And that's when it was done, that machine was over 39 million.
Can you talk to me about your own perception of the contribution of the Bank of Industry to the ease of doing business in this country?
Generally, I have watched the activities of the Bank of Industry, not only as it affects me, but globally, its impact on the economy of the country. Bank of Industry has got programs. They go around virtually establishing their outlets and branches all over the states of Nigeria today and Abuja. And they are now closer to people. And I think they are doing a lot, working hand in hand with state governments to make sure that entrepreneurs are raised. And they are training as much as they could, equally giving support to providing equipment mainly. But I think there might be need for them to consider helping to build up the working capital of the entrepreneurs who come across to them. It's important to be able to buy raw materials when you have an equipment. It's important to be able to pay personnel. It's important to be able to equally pay, keep the factory running when you have a machine. If you have the machine alone, the business is not consummated. You need to put the place working. I think they might have to, if they are not doing that yet, they might have to consider improving on the working capital base of their customers.
Actually, the Bank of Industry speaks highly of you in terms of your culture with repayment of loans. But what would be your advice to those clients of the Bank of Industry who might be having challenges in promptly repaying their loans? What's responsible for your success in this area?
My advice to every person is that every person who has gone to Bank of Industry to take money to finance his business should know that the money is not his own, that the money belongs to another person. That should be at the back of your mind. True, there may be very many challenges. Power is one big challenge. But people should take it serious to pay back. And that is how the bank can be so confident in you that they could do more for you if you go again. The environment is challenging. Generally, the environment is challenging. But any entrepreneur should be able to know the black spots in his business and should know how to take charge over those black spots. Our time, in my own case, is created to doing this business and having it survive. We work 24 hours here. We work Saturdays, Sundays at times. We work in shifts and we try to manage our personnel. You know, considering challenges, you now know how to distribute your cost. So we have looked into that. When we started, we were about 5. Today we're about 35. The output depends on the customers we have. It has improved. Certainly it has improved. That is why we're paying back our bills with Bank of Industry.
Industry reports say the use of plastics in Africa has grown by an astounding 150% in the last 6 years. That speaks to the humongous measure of prospects the business holds. There goes a fantastic business idea just for free, in case you have been groping to find one. For more on how to secure the Bank of Industry's intervention in your enterprise, visit any of their branches closest to you. Otherwise, visit their website. It's BOI.ng. You can apply for loans online. Simply download the BOI SME loan app from the Google Play Store and follow the instructions. Let's continue this conversation online. Feel free to tweet at me at KAY Alayande. Previous editions of the show are all available on YouTube.com. Just type BOI Weekly in the search area, and there you'll find all the previous editions. It's a wrap on the show right now. Many thanks for watching. I'm Kayode Alayande. Bye now.